Testing 1, 2. You can be seated. Good morning. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and students of the University of Arkansas at Monticello, I welcome you to the 100th commencement exercise on this campus. As is the custom in higher education, we're always making changes, and we made, I think, a wise choice last year to move this indoors. But let me caution everybody that this is only half of our graduates today. We will have another ceremony at 2 p.m. this afternoon, and yes, you can attend both, or you can just stay in your seat, and we'll come back and join you at 2. But we are glad you're here. It's always a great day to see so many people coming out to celebrate the accomplishment of your son, daughter, daughter-in-law, son-in-law, what all could I name, grandchild, nephew, niece. So we're glad you're here. Let me do a little housekeeping so you'll know what's going to happen today. And, you know, the old saying, this is my right, this is my left, but I know these graduates know that's, what, your left? There you go. He got it. Anyway, the restrooms are located in the foyer to the east side. In other words, you go out, take a left, and you'll find restrooms. We also have athletic staff and healthcare staff on campus, in the auditorium. And if you need assistance, they'll be glad to give you that assistance. This indeed is a special day. Any day that we recognize our students, congratulate our students, it is a special day on any of the 3 campuses that we operate. It's an especially great day because we have so many family members here. And I said we make changes, but we've got a tradition that I would like to do now, and that is let you stand so the graduates can see who's here. Will the mothers, dads, sisters, and brothers of the graduates please stand? Now the spouses, children of the graduates, if you'll stand, please. And last but not least, we forgot this one year, grandparents, uncles and aunts, and if I forgot anybody, you stand at this time. I know you're especially pleased to be here today. We also started a new tradition last year in the fact that the Commencement Committee selects one student to come forward and offer our invocation. Today, Whitney McGregory. I've got morning notes and afternoon notes. That was going to be a long prayer. Whitney McGregor is coming forward. I don't even see Whitney now. We have an alternate. Oh, there's Nick. I thought you were going to come forward, Nick. Let me tell you a little bit about Nick as he comes forward. He is a graduate, will be a graduate in political science. He's been invited to Berlin twice, Chicago numerous times to present papers. And we're especially proud to announce that Nick is the first student from the University of Arkansas at Monticello that will be attending the Clinton School to obtain his master's there. Please welcome Nick to the stage. I thought I had my notes right. That's all right.
Okay. Okay. Dear Lord, we're gathered here today on a day of immense joy, celebrating with family, friends, colleagues, the achievements of so many. We come to you today, Lord, asking for your favor. Today is the conclusion of a long journey of growth and experience, and a journey that has changed the lives forever of those honored here today. Just want to thank you for all those who helped and supported to make this day possible, and ask for your continued blessing as we and guidance as we look towards the future and the challenges it holds. We remain forever in your presence. I ask this in your name. Amen.
I will be introducing the members on the stage who will not appear on the program today. First, we're very pleased and excited about a new appointment to the Board of Trustees. Dr. Broughton is seated to my left. He was appointed in this month, I think it was, to the board. So this is a new job for him. He resides in Pine Bluff. He got his undergraduate degree at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, and he also got his degree from Medical Science Campus, University of Arkansas Medical Science. Please help me welcome Dr. Broughton. We're also pleased to have several members of our Board of Visitors here today. The Board of Visitors, they are an advisory group. They help us daily in giving us direction and mentoring, so we are very pleased that they could join us today. And if you'll hold your applause till I introduce all three. Carlton Davis from Warren, if you'll stand. India Holt from Crossett, and Michael Jones from Dumas. Thank y'all for being here. I'm very fortunate to have an outstanding staff on this campus, administrative staff that helps me immensely every day, and you can see with the mistakes I've already made that I need a lot of help, so I do appreciate them. Let me introduce them to you. Jay Jones is our Vice Chancellor for Finance, a very important position and a good man. Linda Rushing is Vice Chancellor and Director of our Crossett campus. Bob Ware is Vice Chancellor and Director of our McGee campus. And Jay Hughes, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. Let me recognize a few others. I'm not going to recognize everybody here today, but it sounds like it. I'd like to recognize C. Morrell Jones, who is our marshal, and the marshal is selected for the person that has the seniority of all faculty. Dr. Jones has been with us for 50 years in the School of Education. And if you come this afternoon, you'll get to see Betty gone blank. Matthews, who has also been with us 50 years. Two great people on our campus. I would recognize Dr. Eubanks, who carried the standard in today along with Dr. Jones, and we do appreciate, she's Associate Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs. Now, I've stumbled to this point, I better not stumble on this. It's my pleasure to introduce the new president of the University of Arkansas system. The system contains 17 separate entities, and I think he was telling me earlier he's going to try to attend every graduation, so he may have to get up and leave about halfway through this activity. But we were truly glad in November to welcome him to the state of Arkansas. It wasn't a new residence for him. He had resided in Arkansas prior to coming back from University of Texas at Arlington. We sent him over there for a few years to see if he could help the Texans, and I think he did, but we're glad to have him back in the state. He is especially interested in this campus as much as any other campus. He's interested in all the students that enroll on our various campuses. Please help me welcome Dr. Donald Bobbitt to the podium.
Thank you, Chancellor Lassiter. I bring you greetings and congratulations from the University of Arkansas system. Indeed, it's an honor for me to serve in this role, and I want to let you know how thankful I am for the members of our board. These men and women serve selflessly to do all that they can for the state. And I'll also tell you, graduates, we're very proud of you for what you've done to arrive at this point in your careers. But there are some other people I think we need to thank, and those are the faculty and your supporters, your family and friends, spouses, children, who have helped you to this point in your career. And so I'd like to just take a second out and let you thank them for all they've done to help you to this point. Before I left for this ceremony, I asked my wife what thoughts I should offer to you so that the few words I do offer would be memorable. She suggested that I begin my speech with the words, "in closing." Not sure what she was getting to, but I'll try to follow that. You know, in similar vein, Gary Trudeau, the noted cartoonist, once remarked that commencement speeches were invented largely in the belief that we should not send our outgoing college students into the world until they've been properly sedated. So evidently I have to be both short and entertaining. Your graduation today places you in very select company, and your efforts represent great accomplishment, which I'm sure you know. At the heart of your degree, though, is a dynamic of thought and creativity which has prepared you well to face the challenges that await you upon leaving this institution. The path you have followed began over 1,000 years ago with the formation of the great universities of Europe, including those of Bologna, Cambridge, and Oxford. Over the years, there's been many changes in higher education, but one thing has remained constant. Before you learned about any one discipline, you learned about them all. Your studies in this wonderful institution have provided you the opportunity to search for truth, to understand intellectual challenge and honesty, and to be exposed to the very best ideas, both of the past and the present. What a rich heritage we all share. So it's therefore beyond question that you've received an excellent education under the guidance of an accomplished and committed faculty. I believe, though, that it's important to remember that unto he or she much is given, much is expected. Over the years, I've had the privilege of presiding over the retirements of many faculty after long and successful careers. When I ask these faculty to tell me something about their careers that stands out, I expect them to tell me about a paper, a show or piece they received praise for, maybe a national, international award. Almost to a person, the story they tell involves a student that made an impact on their career. So my request to you is really quite simple. Please take time to reflect upon those on the faculty who were instrumental in your education, perhaps helping you master a subject you felt was beyond your capabilities, or maybe they gave you a word of encouragement when you needed it most. I ask you to take the time to let them know how they made a difference. Thank you again for giving me this opportunity today to share this very memorable day with you, and congratulations again for a job well done. In summing up our hopes for you, that is the faculty and the system, I'd like to paraphrase Marianne Williamson, noted author of Return to Love, who said, "As learned members of society, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Rather, our deepest fear is that through our knowledge we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. And as we let our light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others." So I know I speak for the entire Board of Trustees, as well as the faculty, staff, and administration here, when I say that we're proud of your accomplishments, but we're also eager to learn more about your successes as you leave your light and shine your light on your profession and on society. So in closing, I really thought that would get a bigger rise out of you, but I have to work on that part of my delivery. I would like to leave you with my heartfelt best wishes and an Irish blessing. May you always have walls for the winds, a roof for the rain, tea beside the fire, laughter to cheer you, those you love near you, and all your heart might desire. Thank you and congratulations, graduates.
This graduating class will be the first to have Donald Bobbitt sign as president of the university. So I know you'll value your diploma, but at least you also can, when you look at it and congratulate yourself, you could say, "Thank you, Donald Bobbitt," because he is an outstanding leader, and we're proud to have you with us. Also have some others that want to bring words on behalf of different groups. We have the chairman of our governing board, the Board of Trustees. Mike Aiken is a local businessman, very successful businessman. He has served on the board since 2003, was appointed by Governor Mike Huckabee, and in March of this year, he was elected unanimously by his fellow board members. Mike will give words on behalf of the Board of Trustees. Please welcome Mike Aiken.
Good morning. On behalf of the University of Arkansas Board of Trustees, it is my privilege to congratulate you on reaching this milestone in your lives. I also want to thank parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, aunts and uncles, spouses that I'm sure made some sacrifice along the way so you could be here today, and we want to thank them. And I certainly want to thank the faculty. I really appreciate their dedication and perseverance and commitment for what they've done to assist you in reaching graduation. As you move forward from here, whether that be to further your education or you begin your career, I would encourage you to, in your respective communities, wherever that might be, or your whatever state, I hope you're going to stay in Arkansas, but I would encourage you to get involved in your community. Your community, this state needs your enthusiasm, your youth, and your ideas. So I challenge you to dare to be a difference maker and to get involved. There are no dumb questions, and people will welcome your ideas, and your involvement is probably not at the top of your priority list right now, but as you move forward, I hope you do decide to try to be a difference maker in whatever area you reside in. Again, good luck. Thank you. We're proud of you. We're glad to be here today.
Thank you, Mike. I've already stumbled several times. I've got good people up here helping me. Somebody was whispering to me a while ago, said, "You forgot Jeff Al Young." Well, I didn't forget Jeff. Jeff is on our Board of Visitors, and he's from McGee. He is an alumnus of this institution. And actually, his family has 6 graduates. We like to see that. So as you go out into the world and have children, remember UAM. We'd like for your children to come back to this campus. Jeff is bringing remarks today on behalf of the Board of Visitors. The Board of Visitors, by law, is an advisory group that helps the institution, I said earlier. But by law, we must have 7 alums of the institution and 7 different county members represented on the board. Now, for the math majors, I know that equals 14, but we only have 12 board members. Some people share the load and do both. So please welcome to the microphone Jeff Al Young.
Good morning. On behalf of the UAM Board of Visitors, I would like to welcome you to the UAM 2012 Commencement. It's my privilege to stand before you to honor these graduates for their accomplishments and to wish them the very best in their next chapter of life. To the UAM class of 2012, congratulations. As you start your journey, the first thing you should do is throw away that store-bought map and begin to draw your own. As you walk the path you have chosen, remember that the road ahead is paved with opportunities and relationships. To the family members and friends, I am delighted that we have gathered in such numbers to honor our past, the excitement of the present, and the promise of the future. Thank you for the countless ways you have supported today's graduates. And good luck and my very best wishes to you.
This is a point in the program which I hope the graduates will someday, we can't recognize everyone, but someday you too will share the honor of being distinguished alumnus of this institution. This is the 50th time that the institution has recognized an individual as a distinguished alumnus. This year's recipient, I could talk for hours about, but I know you got other things you want to hear. But he was a banker. He was a car salesman. Worked tirelessly for 30 years at Commercial Bank as president and CEO. He retired in 2009, which was our centennial year. And what's important for you to know is after his retirement, the next day, the very next day, he was out here at 8 o'clock in the morning talking to me about he wanted to help. He wanted to assist. He came and I said, "Reginald, I'd love to have you, but I don't have a position open. I don't have any money to pay you." He said, "Oh, no, I don't want money." And to prove that, he did such a great job in his first year, I told him I was going to double his salary. And he said, "Oh, don't do that. That'll put me in a different tax bracket." So he's always conscious of money. He's accompanied today by his family members. We have Jim Crawford, his son-in-law, and Gina, his daughter. We have Dorothy, his wife, and we have Andy, his son, and his friend Amber Dugan. We're glad to have y'all with us today, and I know you're proud of this man, and you call him more than father, I'm sure, or husband. So please welcome to the stand the 50th Distinguished Alumnus for this institution, Reginald Glover.
I thought he was talking about someone else there for a minute. When Dr. Laster approached me and told me that I had been selected as the 50th recipient of the Distinguished Alumnus, I was literally speechless. I could not say anything. Finally, I could utter the words, "Thank you." I am honored to stand here today. A few months ago, the UAM marketing group committee coined a phrase that I really do like. In fact, it's not a phrase, it's a question. Have you got what it takes to be a Boll Weevil? Well, you can say, yes, I'm here today to get my diploma. And that's good, and I congratulate you for that. But today is a commencement as well. You're commencing the balance of your life. Always remember this phrase. Mr. Aiken stole some of my thunder this morning because I was going to talk to you about being involved in your community. And so I want to emphasize that again. But also, in your career, be a standard setter. Move the bar on up and let people follow you. And you can do that with a good work ethic. And I urge you to do that. The next thing is, don't forget who you are. All of you today are a member of the Alumni, the UAM Alumni Association. Don't forget that. Renew your membership. Stay in touch with the alumni group here on the campus. They want to know where you are. They want to know what you're doing. So please don't get lost. Remember to stay in touch. The next thing I would recommend to you that you come back to all the special events that you can here on the campus. I know you'll have a tendency the first few years you're gone not to do that. But please return as many times as you can to the campus. And when homecoming comes up every October, call some of your friends in this graduating class today and ask them to meet you here and have a good time. But stay in touch with UAM. And I'm going to emphasize it one more time. When you get up every morning, you're going to see an image in that mirror. It may be one that's just barely awake, but you'll see an image in the mirror, and I want you to ask that image that you see in the mirror, have you got what it takes to be a Boll Weevil? Good luck to you.
Now, we're all about tradition, and there's one other thing that we like to do, and talked to the graduates yesterday. This is by no means to embarrass anyone, but I think it's quite an honor to be recognized at this time. If you were the first in your family to obtain a higher education degree, I would like for you to stand at this time. You can be seated. Now, we also asked the faculty president, if you were the first in your family to receive a higher education degree, will you please stand? Good for you. Obviously, I was standing, but I was standing because I'm the first in my family to attain a higher education degree. But we always do this just simply to point out to the audience and to the graduates, this is a university of opportunity. Last year, or 2 years ago, we celebrated our centennial celebration, 2009. And during that year, we coined a phrase, celebrating a century of opportunity. And that's what this institution is all about, is offering that opportunity. For those of you in the audience with a degree, this is where we are in Southeast Arkansas. We work hard, and you saw by the faculty that they understand and they know what you go through. And I will add to what Dr. Bobbitt said, that the faculty have played a very important role in your graduation. We now are going to move into the actual awarding of the degrees, and I would normally turn it over to Provost David Ray, but he's not aware of what's next. If you look to my right up in the little, I don't know what we call that, I guess deck or whatever, you'll notice that there are cameras. Today's commencement is being video streamed, so some of you could have stayed home and watched this on your computer. Might have been a lot more comfortable. But the electronic age is upon us, and there are things happening every day on this campus and other higher education campuses. But the good news about the video streaming, you don't have to run home right now. You will be able to see it, plus some interviews with graduates tomorrow on our YouTube University. And I think the students know how to do that, but if there's family members that don't know how to get on to YouTube, you could do what I do. I call my 5-year-old grandson, and he says, Papa Jack, you do this and you do that. So we are glad to have that for you today. There'll be one other announcement about graduation, but today is the first day that we will award the Dan and Charlotte Hornaday Outstanding Faculty Member. Now, the faculty don't know about the award, but let me just be real brief and tell you a few things. The Hornadays have been a very important part of this campus. In 2001, they started donating each year 2 endowed scholarships. And from the interest earned on the scholarships they have provided, we've had 217 students since 2001 receive over $180,000 on this campus. The last 2 years, they said they wanted to do something different. I'm sorry, students, but they said they wanted to shift gears and go into something else. They now are funding, with an endowment, outstanding faculty, and in this year, they're going to match the gift they made for faculty and award the outstanding staff member. So we will call both the Hornaday Outstanding Faculty Member of the Year. Now, I wish I could award every faculty member because you deserve it. You work hard and you deserve the recognition. But this year's selection, I think, will come as no surprise. We've got a young man that has worked on this campus for 42 years. And in those 42 years, he's done various positions. He's responsible for bringing our world-class debate and forensics group to the campus. He started speech and debate on this campus, and since then, he's served not only as a faculty member, but as dean of the School of Arts and Humanities. He now serves as provost on our campus. Please welcome David Ray to the podium. David said he would save his remarks for later. We normally, David, would be giving you a really nice medallion that will have the Hornaday Distinguished our Outstanding Faculty Member on it. We went to the trophy store yesterday to pick it up, and you would know they don't have it ready. We started to get you one that says distance runner or something, but we decided not to do that. But we will get that to you. Now, the thing about the award, The Hornadays endowed the award, which if you don't know what that means we'll never touch the principal, the money they gave us. We will only award off the interest, and the award is $1,250. So, David, you can get something nice for Lois with that, right? Now I will call the provost to the podium so we can begin the awarding of degrees.
Well, this is the moment I think most of you have been waiting for. At this time, I would like to ask that the candidates for degrees please rise when requested and remain standing. The Division of General Studies, both baccalaureate and associate degrees. The Social and Behavioral Sciences School. The School of Nursing, baccalaureate and associate degrees. The School of Mathematical and Natural Sciences. The School of Forest Resources, baccalaureate and associate. And I would like also to recognize that we were awarding today the Master of Science degree in Forest Resources, but the wonderful news is all of those individuals are employed and will not be here today. And so that is good news. Chancellor Lassiter, these candidates have completed the requirements for their respective degrees as established by our faculty, and therefore I am pleased to recommend the conferring of their individual degrees.
Candidates, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the President of the University of Arkansas System, and upon recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon you the degree to which you are entitled, with all rights, honors, and privileges appertaining to. You can be seated. I know many of you have cameras and you're already taking pictures, and we encourage you to do that. But during the candidates coming to the podium, to the stage to receive their degree, we ask that you stay in your seat because the fire marshal has told us we can't be running back and forth. But in order to accommodate you, the institution has a private photographer on our campus, and he will be sending you proof sheets. You do not have to buy one, but I'm sure he would like for you to buy one. But the university is buying one 5x7 for you, so you will have at least that picture. Now, let me overlooked a while ago one introduction. He's already moved to the back. Dr. Rob Ficklin is our herald, and he will be calling the names of the graduates as they come forward. Will the students please come forward as their names are called by the herald to receive your diploma? Dr. Broughton, you didn't know you got a job. We're going to have you hand the diplomas.
Alan C. Humphrey. Scott Breedlove. James M. Whitaker. Jeffrey M. Lawson. Byron M. Bradley. Russell J. Pack. Alicia M. Patton. Randall J. Brockman. Lucian P. Black. Brett R. Berry, cum laude. Stephen C. Granderson, magna cum laude. Dustin G. Wallace, magna cum laude. Brittany L. Gassaway, magna cum laude. Bethany L. Turner, cum laude. Sarah M. Cantwell. Haley B. Winnan. Elia G. Garcia. Shauna R. McCauley, cum laude. Hannah G. McEwen, magna cum laude. Dustin G. Lunsford. Victoria Trauger, magna cum laude. Cassandra M. Nix, cum laude. Jessica M. Dickey, summa cum laude. Haley K. King, summa cum laude. Nathan K. Probst, summa cum laude. Brittany D. Reed. Christina D. Knight. Jamie Garcia. Faye A. Stevens, cum laude. Robert W. Rose, summa cum laude. John Eric Somerville. Corey Sharp. Tangela L. Breedlove. Holly M. Pope.
They said they were fine.
Angela Covington Dunn. Wendy Wilson. Shantisha R. Payton. Carmia C. Ramey. Denise N. Davis. Kimberly D. Rogers. Caitlin C. McManus. Susan J. Paget. Sarah J. Starr. Nina T. Latin. Brittany M. Patrick. Renee L. Norrell. Brittany A. Jackson. Jesse T. Harrington. Megan N. Wilson. Katie M. Bowman. Sarah C. Carnes, cum laude. William J. Hunter, cum laude. Jesse S. Bone. Paisley B. Paulsa.